This video shares my experience paying Dumpling to use their Dumpling Boss app. Please form your own opinion. Yesterday, I uploaded a video titled Grocery Shopper App. And in the video, I share some information about my experience paying to use the Dumpling app. The opinion shared here is my formed opinion from my experience using the Dumpling app. And now I'm going to screen record to show some examples to help me discuss the topic a little more in detail, because I couldn't add it to the video yesterday because the video would have turned into a 30-minute video. Everything I'm sharing is for the public. It's found on the web. So I want to make sure that you understand this is my formed opinion. Obviously, I'm very annoyed about what happened. And I always knew eventually one day I would get there, write proper articles, add it to my website. Quality work produced takes a long time, especially when you have to live life. It requires isolation, focus, and quiet. And I'm here now. And I knew I would do this in the future. Fast forward a year and a half, I didn't go anywhere. Obviously, I'm very upset about what happened. And I'm going to discuss a few more things about what went down. And I didn't want to include everything in one video. So here we go. I'm at the dumpling.us website. I haven't taken the time to visit the website in a while, and my first reaction was they should rephrase their header. Gig work is crushing. They should rephrase it to gig work is crushing it. Why? DoorDash offers shop and deliver. Spark Walmart offers shop and deliver. Shipped, Instacart, Uber Eats, Grubhub. I'm probably missing one, but you get my point. They're all jumping on board. Hey, last night I shopped at a local Walgreens through Grubhub. It was a 15 and change payout. Local shop, local drop off. Great deal. So they say, tired of working for an app? No, because from my experience, I got more tired. I don't want to babble. I took a little notes. I got more tired. First of all, paying Dumpling Boss app, Dumpling, $29 a month to use the app, must market myself to advertise my service in the hopes of recruiting enough customers, creating a customer list that hopefully, just hopefully, they become repeat customers. In the training calls, they train you how to, work the customers. You should remember their birthdays and make sure you give out Christmas cards and find out their holidays. And oh my God, I felt like I was in, I saw myself sitting at a desk in elementary school. And I'll talk about that more in a moment. And let's talk about the picture, the image. Whoever they hired, whoever approved this, obviously does not work out in the field, because gig work. Then you see the slash. Dumpling. Do you think you're not going to sweat? Do you think you don't need to be in good physical condition? Do you think it's going to be easy work? Do you think because I'm working Dumpling, I won't have to deliver 3 cases of water, or maybe 12 gallons of water or juices, or those cases of soda? Do you think it's easier shopping for a customer through the Dumpling app compared to a gig app? No, I don't. That's pathetic. Whoever put that together do not work in the field, and whoever approved that, and thought that was a good idea. I was just like, they should be fired. They should be fired. Because I'm like, what? Now, if I'm a gig worker looking to use an app to run a business, which, Maybe I'll talk about that in a moment now. That's pathetic. That's someone that they don't know what they're talking about. They've never had to struggle out in the field. It's like someone being raised privileged. They really don't understand what it takes to run a household on their own and learn how to be a handyman to save money and cut corners and make ends meet. It's the same thing. This is a joke. What is this? Again, my formed opinion. Hey, you gig workers, do you think it would be easier to shop for a dumpling customer compared to a gig work customer? No. The one perk to gig work, and I did it last night. I turned down an offer. I was working shift, very local. I went out during prime time. I got orders. I hurt my ribs. I can't lift cases of water right now, but I can still work. I couldn't take that order, but I took the other few, and they were local. And I was able to, deliver a small case of soda, and I got other stuff that I was able to lift. Now, what happens when you can't be at your top fit performance, like be in such physical condition to give, to put it all your energy into a customer that you worked really hard to get, and something goes wrong and you can't deliver the goods? The one perk to working gig work apps, I don't have to worry about it. If I know I can't provide the service, I just don't accept the offer. I accept another offer, I still earn money. I'm not sweating it. That is so bad. I'm like, who approved that? Well, I could guarantee it wasn't a gig worker. Using the Dumpling Boss app to accept payments is not necessary. They just created themselves to be a middleman to charge fees that sets up residual streams of income, while the people paying to use their app, the shoppers, the small business owner, they are, like I said, paying the $29 a month, doing all the marketing themselves to advertise their service in the hopes of building up a customer list, and then in the hopes of those customers becoming a repeat customer. That's a lot of work. You don't need to use the app to start a shop and deliver business of your own. You just don't. If you're doing all that work, I suggest using self-employed QuickBooks and doing everything on the fly. Once you learn how to use it, you receive payment, you enter the income. Your day is done, you're done shopping, you're back in the car after drop-off, you submit your miles. So at tax time, you go into the website, you print out the paperwork, you place it in your folder, so then you can submit that data into your TurboTax account and do your own taxes. I could go on and on. See how I'm just developing better skills. I gained a lot of knowledge. I don't need to pay an app to accept payments for me. Now, many times I have watched videos and listened to conversations. Well, who covers the cost when you shop for a customer? If I'm building up a shop and delivery service, which I've considered, you build, of course, a relationship, just like what they teach in the meetings, but someone who knows me first, and that's how I see it. I don't see shopping for a stranger first. Then word of mouth comes into play. She provides a service. She'll shop and deliver. You don't need to use an app. She charges a flat fee, works for some tips, and she goes above and beyond. Oh, and you could trust her to come into your house. Oh, she could put those, 5 steaks in the freezer. She could put those few gallons of juice and milk in the fridge. She could place those couple of bags of groceries in your pantry. I mean, you could take it to that level that you feel comfortable doing business with your customers. You could say right up front, I take Zelle. You can Zelle me $200. You could get a business credit card and use that if you want to. There's many different ways you can do it without worrying about not getting paid. I mean, for me, the chances of me not getting paid from my customers, if I decide to go down that route, are slim to none, because you feel people out. And who's not going to pay me to provide that service if they're hiring me? It's not like it's a stranger. I'm clueless to who they are. I'm going to build my own customer list of, customer list that people become, a little bit of a friend. You're offering a service. You're assisting. People can hire you to shop for their elders or for people who can't shop on their own. People are handicapped. They want to hire you. They like you. They don't want to deal with an app, having a stranger come into their door all the time. You can really take it to that level, just like they were training in the meetings. It's the same thing. You're doing it for yourself. I wouldn't be overly concerned about laying out money. I would get a separate card, or I would say, pay me up front. And then if they want to tip you, they tip you. They can either Zelle you or however you want to use an app. I mean, I'm just a big Zelle person. You could pay me up front, or you build a relationship. They'll give you their card. I'm not a stranger. They could come after me. Of course they know who I am. I'm shopping for them. I built a relationship. Trust. That could be easy. You know what? I trust Michelle. I'm going to give her my card. She's coming back with my goods. What am I going to do? Charge anything on it? No. There's a lot you can do. And then you just submit your data. You submit your income into the QuickBooks Self-Employed and your miles. You get your butts back in the car after your delivery. You type in your miles. Just about in real time. You just need a couple of minutes to get to the car. I need a few minutes to actually get paid. And then you submit the data. And then at tax time, when you're preparing your tax return, you just, print it all out. What do you need Dumpling Boss app for? They just created themselves to be a middleman. And I'll save it for another video. There's a lot more to share about what went down in the meetings and everything, but I don't want this to turn into a 30-minute video. I've done research of pages popping up about promoting a dumpling shop or promoting their service. They haven't been updated in years. There's one. You know what? I will show that one right now. So you can see what I mean. If you're going to do all that legwork for years, build your own customer list and don't let anybody charge you any fees or take some percentage from your, hey, crypto. They promote that website, they promote that commercial all the time. The woman, the two customers walking into the hardware store and they don't have cash, and there's a handwritten sign on their register, prefer cash. And they go, I don't have any cash. And every time that credit card's swiped, they're taking 3 or 5%. That's all they're doing. Can be found on the web. It's public information. One of very few that I found. I remember checking these guys out when I first started. They've been doing this at least 4 years. I want you to see this. They're working the Plainview area. Their ratings, they have 239 ratings, 300 plus orders. This is important to point out before I show you something. And repeat clients, 20 plus. You got 239 ratings, 300 plus orders, repeat clients. They call them clients, 20 plus. I call them customers. They're working the Plainview area. That's in Long Island, New York. What my clients say. It's all the same name. Donald D. Donald D. Donald D. Donald. The whole list is the same name. Is this the repeat client they're talking about? 20 plus repeat clients? Maybe those clients only use them once or twice and stop using their service. There's no other names here. I don't believe that if they had more repeat customers, they would have at least a few different names in their reviews. Something is not matching up here. It's weird. I'm going to scroll all the way up. It's very weird. But they've been around at least 4 years. And that's that. And something's not balancing out. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. So there's a lot of work involved. I know for a fact these people have been around at least 4 years. And they have that one person giving them a rating. Where are all the other repeat clients? There had to be a few other ones that gave a rating. Until the next video clip.